Fourth is at 114, right? Maybe 115 now with the placement point coming through. And we have eighth at 109. So you know how close the battle for that top six is. And now Tieko, all the pressure's on him. He's on the outside looking in. Even if somebody in the top six ends up winning, he would still be looking out. So he needs points.
And look at this. He's got Smacked and Casker down at the bottom trying to fight for this loot here. They know this is where they took out Gold here, and that's why they're trying to fight for this. Big challenge here. Very, very bold challenge by Tieko. He doesn't even throw a wall down either. He's just leaving that floorboard open for the edit, open for the sight lines for Casker. Very risky. 32 below now. It all makes sense as he's been keeping track of how active he needs to get. He needs another tag here. So does Moo. Uh-oh. Moo is also below. Yes, he found some white, so he does manage to cap off, but they are below. 10 seconds left here. 12 players have to go down. Top seeded teams right now have to get active. A 7th and 8th place, and they're looking for it.
Here's a knock on the right-hand side. They're going to pull it back, and they're going to be able to min-max the Storm Surge damage. One of them needs to just hold the walls while the other one finishes off the Elim. They need that Elim. They can't let somebody else confirm it. They need to get the maximum damage there. They will be able to get it, and they'll get the resources. They go from 17 below to 63 above. That's huge with 4 duos who need to go down.
Still
Tieko,
moving.
though, on the left-hand side, it needs to end up going. And no, actually, as I say that, they're back below. We'll zoom back in on them as wanted. And Mulabuka are trying, Monster. They're trying, but it's not enough right now.
And it's not enough heals either. Look at this. Only bandages. Bandage is one of the most inefficient ways to make it through the surge because it's so slow and doesn't give enough HP to survive the ticks. Zen Tyler, however, also trying to survive the surge. They find someone in equal desperate position and they actually take him out. Nicely done. It's just a knock though. They need the finish. I don't even think they got the finish. They're just happy with the little bits of tags there. They're gonna back up here, start to pop their minis here. 170 damage below. There it is. Can they get the full finish? No, that would have been the second siphon. That would have been 6 more points. That could have been everything for the game here. However, Tieko still alive right now as well. Down to his last couple splashes here. Up above him is Muzz and Avery. That's a team that's not peaking, even with all the advantage that they've managed to put themselves up with here. Here's a team rotating. This could be the one golden shot for them. See some fresh metal. Can they get the tag here? Nothing pierces through. This is not looking good for Tieko. It might just all be over.
Yeah, but only 2 more players need to go down. However, he's out of utility. He's throwing the shots he can, but the zone is closing. Everyone's rotating in. It's a race against time. It's out of his control. There's nothing he's going to be able to do. He desperately needs tags or he needs someone else to do it for him, but no one's even going down in the feed. There's no more knocks. There's a confirm, but that's from the surge, and it turns. He finds splashes. He finds some minis. But Monster, nobody's shooting. Listen, it's so quiet.
Shout out to the communication from Gold. Probably just let him know there's a little bit more heals left here. Armored wall comes down. Don't throw down too many of those. Be careful. You can't edit those. Here it is. One more Storm Surge, and then it's the final opportunity now. Just a single player has to go down, and everyone knows there's one desperate man out there, and that's why they are not making edits. They are not fighting. They understand it's not us, it's you. And everyone nearby is probably a risk, and no one was willing to take the risk there. That's what just happened.
Right now, we got 4 solos running through.
Now the shots turn back on. It's over.
Everyone opens up, but Mulabuka, somebody who needs Elim, as he finds it onto Spexy. Unfortunately, Zypha is out, so despite the amazing effort in match number 1, their car stalled out, the engine failed, and they're left on the side of the road waiting for the bus next season. So we have Nevify in the bottom left, Mulabuka in the bottom right, Larson on the top. 115, 114, and 112 now. Only separated by barely an Elim each way through. They'll be able to go through just keeping an eye. Does anybody go down as they all have their duos up? But right now, the big difference, wanted with no shields. Otherwise, everyone else is mostly 100-100 as we get into the 6 moving zone.
Dude, Moo just literally Mythic Spider-Man his way across, hit a floor, and almost, I swear, looked like he was gonna take fall damage, but he managed to survive. Now he's split up from his teammate. They managed to find one another. It's getting very, very intense down here, but also for Larson and Smite, they're just holding on. 119 finally. Look at how close it is in the standings. 115 means that, oh no, Wanted falls. They're at 116, 2 points from 4th place. One single elimination will jump them up to 4th place. No one is safe right now. Not even Smite, not even Larson. Cease is going to fall in the feed there. Have they done enough? They did. However, we're leading just by a little bit here. I don't think they had enough Elims. They've been slow on the pressure there on high ground. Sparebow and Burbs, where in the world have they come from? They're now trying to run up this end game here. So is Mega. Mega's still alive here. Sparebow versus Cracked 1v1. Burbs is going to fall there. So now it's all up to him here. What can he do now? No longer in control of the high ground here. Another team's going to go on and control that. Fable Taco's going to fall there too. Oh no, another contender is down. Moves in 6. He's barely got HP though. Keep him counting here.
Yeah, and Smite and Jackson 4 and 5 directly on top of each other right now. 6th place. Mulabuka, no more shields, but he's swimming and finding a space. Shield cake put down, and honestly, oh no, it slid away from him. He didn't notice. It's just sliding casually away from him. He's taking the damage. And you talked about the streams monster. You have to be aware of where the current is flowing, and instead he was washed away. Same with his chances as the FNCS finals. They go down the drain. Quack up on the high ground, trying to spread his wings and fly, but he might need to dive down and get his feathers wet in the water as he only has 4 builds left. Still 14 duos up on their feet. Clue on the high ground with Danny, who also is sitting on 3 floppers, has the win condition in terms of the heal off, but we haven't seen matches go that long yet. You can see Sparebow picking up an Elim there right after he ends up going down as Mega still up trying to find the challenge. Jackson in 4th place, low ground. No builds, no mats, 1v2, he opens up, but that's the wrong door. Haven't you ever heard of closing it? He says no as Clue finds Owl on the backside. That's their 5th Elim monster, but the Elims don't matter. They need the dub.
They need to win this game. They don't have enough points. Otherwise, it's all about the victory royale here, and they're fighting. They're actually fighting, trying to defend this height as Chu tries to come on through, but it is enough for them to go ahead and secure it. Dubs and Mega also need this victory royale. They're somehow holding on. 2 mythics in play here. They can make a couple plays here if they look up for high ground, and they're thinking about it, and they're evaluating the situation right now. Yes, he also has him. Here it is. Swings on out, playing for the front side of zone. They're trying to play for these Elims, playing for the end game. It's a low ground position. Beautiful lineup right here, but the high ground is open. Gotta be careful, Dubs. He knows a little bit better than that. Mega, few layers above here, so a lot of information in play. Dubs now, sandwich, crushed down below. No suffocation in place though. Dubs goes all the way up. Beautiful shot. Big clutch comes through. Nice shot there. Zone's doing the rest. This guy does not have any health. Dubs might actually clutch this up. He now has control. The mountain is actually perfect for his positioning here.
But he has no more mats, he has no more mythic gauntlets. He's relying on the old builds. He's looking back in the zone. He needs the Cypher.
Oh my gosh.
You talk about shooting fish in a barrel, but Dubs, the Spider-Man, he comes right up through its coop, looking to rip it away. Dubs trying to push it back down, but Coop does it himself. He falls down, but it's pulling away. There's only one mat, catches himself, denies the fall damage. It's Dubs on the other side. The winner will go through. It's all about the W. Dubs trying to mine the brick, gives himself a little bit of room. High ground, taken away, trying to find the shot. Serbsky, will he be able to get it? Conan, it comes through. Dubs misses the first, misses the second, and Dubs and Mega, the veterans, do not make it through. The FaZe boys fall in the final moment, and Serbsky rips the run away to claim the final victory royale spot in NA East. We'll have 6 more duo.
What a game. Serbsky flying on through at the end there, keeping it extremely exciting, and that is the power of the mythics in play. Flood in Serbsky.
Just mentioned on the casters there, Monster and Sundown, we have our 50 finalists, and we're going to see very shortly who the top 6 were on the leaderboard. First things first, the Victory Royale winners early today who went straight through the finals. You can see here in Game 1, way back when we had Ver and Creo. In Game 2, we had Senti, which is Twix, Senti Fan, and Chubbs. We had Pamstone and Fatch in Game 3. Game 4 was Milks and Rhythm. We had Charlie and Spig in Game 5, and we just saw Serbsky and Flood join those 5. The famous 6 going through there to the finals next weekend. Let's look at the final leaderboard, the top 6, Vivid. Who are we looking at, baby? They've done it.
Wow, look at this. 27 eliminations for Owl here. 160 total points. Going to be putting themselves at the top of the leaderboard. Yes,